Prior to the presentation of the 2018 Media Budget Review, the minority speculated that government was going to increase value-added tax. But then it appeared otherwise when government presented the 2018 Media Budget Review. What does the minority make of this? This is News Connect on City TV. Join me as we find out from the minority.
To be honest, what caught my attention was the discomfort of the minister when he wanted to say that they have delivered 1 million per constituency. I realized he was hesitant. He didn't know whether to say they have delivered or they will deliver. My good friend is here. He knows we haven't had any 1 million per constituency. That really caught my attention. But overall, I also saw that he has a discomfort when it came to mentioning what he was doing with the NHIL and the GET fund. You recall that when he said it, he didn't even repeat it. And throughout the conversation, he tried to stay away from it because that is technically a 5% increase in the value-added tax. You see, you must understand the principle of value-added tax. Value-added tax at every stage of the production process in the value chain is a payment on account.
Yes.
So when you pay 17.5%, including the 2.5% and the 2.5% of NHI and GET fund, at the next stage, okay, government refunds the entire 17.5% to you, and then you charge 17.5% based on the value addition. So when you convert it into a flat rate, it means that when I pay 17.5%, I get a refund for only 12.5%.
It means there's a technical increase in somewhere.
Exactly, because when I get the 12.5%, the 5% that you haven't given me back, what do? I pass it on to the consumer. Are you getting the point? So that is a technical increase of the value-added tax by converting a payment on account or a tax credit into a final tax, denying the person the right to recover it.
I would say, without mentioning a word, that the value-added tax has been increased. Prices of goods and services is going to go up by 5%, and government of Ghana is going to rake in a revenue about 900 million Ghana cedis out of today's an announcement. Why am I saying this? Yeah. I say this because you heard the finance minister when he made a statement that the fiscal policies as introduced today is going to bring in about 1.3 billion. You heard him?
Yes.
Okay, he announced 3 tax measures. One is the luxury vehicle. It's problematic. 3 liters using it to describe luxury vehicles. It's problematic. I'll come back to that. It cannot bring us revenue more than 200 million.
Why do you say this? Because
I've done my analysis. This is the job I do for a living, so allow me. Okay, so it cannot bring us revenue more than 200 million maximum. The other tax handle, particularly the one relating to PIT, personal income tax on people earning more than 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. That cannot also bring us revenue more than 200 million. Give and take 200 million. So you have 400 million out of 1.3 billion. The remainder, 900 million, is as a result of what he did with value-added tax. And I'll tell you why. Simply put, what they've done is that value-added tax means that anyone who is VAT registered has the opportunity to offset his input VAT to output VAT. Simple. And so if I buy this book for 100 Ghana cedis, and I'm VAT registered and the person I'm buying from is also VAT registered, he's going to charge me how much? He's going to charge me approximately 17 cedis 50 pesos. So now that he's charged me 17 cedis 50 pesos, I also have an opportunity, because I'm VAT registered, to offset that 17 cedis 50 pesos to my output VAT. To my output VAT before I pay the difference to the GRA. Okay, now you are denying me the opportunity to offset 2.5% NHIL and 2.5% GET fund. So I can only offset 12 cedi 50 pesos. The remaining 5 cedi, I cannot offset it. So what that means is that has become part of my overhead cost that I'll have to pass it on to the ordinary Ghanaian. So prices of goods and services is going to go up by 5%. Simply put, let us not allow someone to use semantics and technical words to deceive us. I told our brothers and sisters in Abosokan, when they announced the then, spare parts
1%.
was celebrated. They went to the street, hey, Nane, Nana, why are they? And then that is what they were saying. Today they are saying 2020 will go change Nana. Why? Because obviously they feel deceived.
Finance Minister telling the CTN will be imposed, even when business community are raising issues related in regards to what about those who are going to bring goods through our borders, at Elibo, at Aflao, at Sampa, right? Because in Ghana, the biggest market that importers make money is Ashanti region. You get to Ashanti region, you see a lot of goods that came into the market. We don't know where they pass through income. CTN is going to be on people who are already law abiding. Of course, we cannot fight CTN.
But then hold on. He also said that there are measures the Ghana Revenue Authority are putting in place to check that all these taxes that are not paid are paid.
Did he talk something about the border? It is still the people, the law-abiding citizens, who will be importing through our port. Border, I'm not sure he has said something about it. I'm not sure you would convince me that today's media review, they have not increased taxes. They have increased taxes, one way or the other.
Honorable, I'm looking at the pay grade of some ministers of state and then some MPs. You are going to pay 35% extra of your salaries as taxes. What do you have to say?
I believe in, as a social democrat, ideologically, I believe that those who earn more should pay more, and we should redistribute their earnings and their wealth. So from an ideological point of view, I support such taxes. It's the same way I will support higher duties on luxury vehicles. If you really specify that luxury vehicles for those who earn more. That is why the minister emphasizing that not for commercial use, because remember that there are some who will import those kinds of vehicles, but they are not necessarily within a certain income bracket. They want to use it for car rental, say park it at Kempinski or Movenpick, and then also Eke Living. So we have to be careful so that we don't just lump everybody and punish her. It's not everybody importing some kind of car that you will have to go after with heavy duties. But you see, having said that, I also expect that governments should lead by example. Because if you check countries, especially the Scandinavian countries, who practice this a lot, the more you earn, the more taxes you pay. They insist. But check their governments. They operate lean governments. They don't have 110 ministers. They don't have 998 presidential staffers now in 2000s. They don't do that. So those in leadership must also lead by example. And that is my regret, that in Ghana, I am not seeing that. You are seeing high numbers. And apart from these 110 ministers, you hear Clocksack every week issuing statements that civil servants are being made redundant. All kinds of special assistants, interfering in their work, and they have taken over the ministries and all of that. And all these people are on the taxpayer.
Government at the 2018 mid-year budget review stated emphatically it has not increased valued added tax VAT. But the minority says the decoupling of the National Health Insurance Levy and the Get Fund component from the value added tax means it has technically increased tax. This has been another episode of News Connect on City TV. My name is Kojo Ajman. Let's connect soon.